So the plot thickens. I really wasn't planning on uploading any video today, but developers have been hard at work, and I think that I should myself as well. Before we continue, I would like to take a moment to thank you guys for the support that you have been showing through the channel ever since the release of Baldur's Gate 3. It has been amazing. You guys have been here non-stop. We have been growing immensely since then. And like I said, I wasn't planning on uploading this video today. I was just going to get out of work and chill and call it a day. But we've got a response for the backlash that we had on the previous patch. We have one new Insta patch with some little things that, I mean, yes, it addresses some things and it doesn't some others. So that said, the main things that they wanted to fix is the Outrage after the lost upgraded +5 boss weapons that would be lost when they did this change to the +10 weapons. The change is still pretty much that. You still have the +5 weapons, but let's take a look at the response that they gave. So basically the response was to go farm items, to go farm those items at the Shrine of Orius and also to some in certain specific area enemies. However, we overlooked the substantial amount of time that this required, and I guess that they understood that we weren't happy about that. They are remedying that in today's update, which is November 4th, 2023. If your character currently possesses any boss weapon that is going to be upgraded to the maximum level, the +5 boss weapons pre-patch or +10 for any other weapon, meaning if you had a pre-patch +5 boss weapon, it should be leveled up. However, this is also going to be true for every single character. Available for the next 10 days, you will find a new item in Skyres Bridge, granting the following. And I also want to be very clear, we are on November 4th right now, so on November 14, this is going to be gone. So you better be sure that you check these items right here, because they are going to give you 2 Duralium chunks, 40 large Duralium shards, and 15 replete bigger skulls to make up for those upgrades that you would have. So let me show you real fast where all of this is. So right now we are right here on Skyres Bridge. So if we head over to this place where the Stormwind soldiers are, this is where you're going to find the item. And I didn't actually take this specific item just to show you that when you pick it up, you immediately get like 40 large Duralium shots, 2 Duralium chunks, and the replete bigger skulls for you to be able to upgrade those 2 weapons. Why did they do that? Well, basically they said that they were going to immediately enhance the weapons that you already had pre-patch, but in some cases, for some players, that was not going to be the case. This is one of the characters that I had pre-patch with one of those pre-patch boss weapons. So let me show you right now that my Judge Cleric's Corrupted Sword, it's still a +5. This is a weapon that I had on +10. And if I go right here, you will see that the attack power doesn't match to what it should be matching. So yes, this is not upgraded, and as a matter of fact, this was the main weapon for my character. And this is the big issue. Yes, we did get those Duralium chunks right there, but this is a weapon that I was using for one very specific purpose, and that was the Umbral ending, meaning that I have already myself killed Gerlinde. I know that a lot of people has actually done the very same thing, so that's something that you need to have in mind. Even if they did manage to fix it to some players, to some weapons, it is still not going to be the case. And even if we did receive those 2 Duralium chunks, we are still going to get that we're still going to have to upgrade them. And some people were commenting on that video that I posted yesterday that they lost like 4 chunks, so that is not nearly enough to compensate for that. Like I said, this is not the case for everyone. It shouldn't be everyone's case. Right here my weapon is a +5, it should be a +10. I'm one of those persons that were unaffected by today's patch, but ideally this should be a +10 weapon. If your weapon is a it's a +5, you're still going to get those Duralium chunks for free. Be sure to go pick them up. And if you're doing the Umbral ending, then you're pretty much effed right now as well. So you might as well use a different weapon that you did have upgraded. One more thing that they did address is the mana cost for the blessed reflections that you can see right here. I have been using them throughout the rendition of the gameplay that you would see on the background, and now they cost 150 mana, no longer 450. It's still quite a lot, but it's just more than enough for you to be able to cast it a little bit more. So if we cast it right now, it doesn't cost that much, and I can still keep using and using and using this thing to my heart's content as much as I want, provided that I do have the enough mana stones, large shots for mana stones. But yeah, like I said, one more thing that they did mention is that they were going to separate PvP from PvE balancing patches in the future. It's still not going to be the case, but it is something that they are working on, and I do think that it is something very, very necessary, because we have already seen Elden Ring do such a thing. And we know that the balancing should be different for PvE and PvP, because the actual powerful things that we have in PvP and PvE, the PvE version more than anything, there's some amazing, cool, fun to build playthroughs that we have right there, and they shouldn't be affected because of the how unbalanced and the meta is right now on PvP. So that's something. It was a real fast response, and I had to just inform you guys about it. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Remember that if no one's told you today that you're a gorgeous and beautiful person, you're indeed a gorgeous and beautiful person. Subscribe to the channel before you close the door. Like the video as well, it really helps, and like you have no idea. Have a beautiful day and goodbye.